Hi guys, this is not what this video is about. I'm gonna come back to this comment in a second after I explain what this video is about, but this is like the reality. You don't need to apologize. Like, I chose this life for myself. Anyways, I want to give everyone the rundown about Europe and model, what's high fashion, what's more commercial campaign, etc. This is all my opinion, but it's just a lot different than the US right now. Like, I feel like in LA and New York, there's a few token plus size girls, but when you come on stay, they really don't take plus size girls because there's no like plus size castings. It's just direct bookings, if that makes sense. And correct me if I'm wrong, if you're a model. Like, I would love to hear, like, and girls can just go through the comments and just see everyone's opinion who's been through it before. But yeah, just for starters, if you want to go international for modeling and you don't know which place to start, I would say Greece or any market in Asia is the best. Now, when you first start going international, the money's really not going to be there, so it's best to start when you're a little bit younger so you can do it on your parents' dime, or you can work it out with your agency. And by work it out, I mean they'll just put everything on their tab and then you'll pay it later, like as you keep getting jobs. Oh my god, I picked my face. My mom's gonna kill me. I have pimple patches and I haven't been able to use them. I'm so excited. Slay. Wow, I really fucked that up. Anyways, Asia at least has a guarantee. This could be completely out of the water, so again, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it was a takeaway of 20,000 at least, but you have to be there for at least 3 months, or that's what it was during COVID, and I think you had to quarantine for a week or two, so it might be 2.5 months now. Anyways, I think both of those places are great places to start if you're going international. That's just where most of the girls usually go. And in Asia, I want to say it's usually Tokyo or South Korea. Yeah, not North Korea. I also want to include Istanbul was the most inclusive. Like, me and my girlfriend Ashley showed up and they told us both to gain weight, which is a very, very, very refreshing and nice thing to hear if you were a model. I also get a lot of comments from a bunch of girls that are just curious about why I decided to go international instead of LA and New York, and I have super successful friends in both areas, but my girlfriends that moved there with kind of no book and no history in modeling didn't book very well, and they started to get really depressed, and I could totally see my mental health declining if I was in that situation. Okay, back to the tiers. I would say for beginners besides Asia, there's Greece, Istanbul, and New Mexico. I've never gone to New Mexico because my mom said it was too unsafe, but I had the time of my life in Istanbul and the time of my life in Greece. After that, your pay will start getting a lot better in Spain, London, and Germany. That's kind of high fashion, kind of commercial. And then the next tier, of course, is Milan and Paris and possibly Switzerland. There's also Cape Town, South Africa, Australia. I'm scheduled to go there, but I don't know where they are ranked wise because I haven't worked there yet, so I can't give you my opinion on them. But something a lot of new models don't know is that there's a market like everywhere in the world. There's a market in Bali. In India, I had an agency ask for me. Like, anywhere you want to go in the world, you can go. I also get a lot of questions about girls asking if they feel like it's worth it for me. Like, if I could go back in time knowing what I know now, would I still model? Absolutely. Like, I love this. Of course, it's lonely and I'm traveling alone, but just pretend you're in a movie. Like, come on. You're doing it at home anyways, so you might as well. Also, I hate to volunteer my mom for this, but if your mom is like, fuck no, I'm not letting you go, like, DM me on Instagram and I'll give you my mom's number so that my mom can like assure her that you're not, like, my brother didn't even want to leave me in Greece because he thought I was being sex trafficked. Okay, if you're still here, I'm gonna address this comment on my last video. Been there, done that. I think a lot of people think the industry has changed, but again, like the same thing at the beginning of the video, there's just token plus size girls that make you think that the industry is being more inclusive. And I honestly would say that I think like skinny's coming back. I think they went from like 2 to 4 back to double zeros within the past 2 or 3 years just because of like the Bella Hadid phenomenon. I also will trust every word that comes out of Bella Hadid's mouth, but having a body like that for a normal person that doesn't have a fast metabolism is near impossible unless you're starving yourself. So just don't compare. And my last thought on this long ass video is you're gonna get no's. You're gonna go into castings, they're gonna say, this is too small for you. You're gonna fly miles and miles and miles to go to your dream casting, and they're not even gonna open the door for you. Like, it's rough out here, but it's worth it. It's worth it. And I get a lot of questions about why I started modeling, and to be 100% real with you, revenge. and I got it.